Alright, I'm gonna show you guys something. Um, I know a lot of you guys probably transitioned over to 10 a.m. key open, and there's tons of videos out there, but some of you guys still don't know how to use 10 a.m. key open. Some of you guys probably just limit it and set a 20 to 30 point stop loss, hoping to get a reaction off of it. And when you get stopped out, what's your reasoning behind your stop loss? You don't have one. You're just hoping the price goes your way, you know? Um, you gotta have narrative, you gotta have reasoning behind your stop losses every single time, right? You could simply wait for an entry trigger off of the 10 a.m. key open. You could wait for a P array to be stacked on top of your 10 a.m. key open and then set your limit and your stop loss. Instead of just blindly limiting it without any proper structure behind it, you know. I'm just gonna go over this example. So we have this internal high within this 1 hour for value gap after this huge dump. I during this time, this was on Tuesday, I couldn't see price coming back all the way up here, right? Because after a huge move like this, usually we just tend to sweep a high time frame internal high before continuing lower. So I had this high marked on Tuesday. I know this is in replay mode. I just didn't have any of the recordings or screenshots of this day. I actually didn't even trade this day, but whenever I took the charts, I seen the setup and I was a little upset that I missed out on it, but it happens. There's always another day, so we move on, right? But I just want to show you guys an example. So we're gonna go down to the 1 minute time frame. We took out the high, the 10 a.m. form, right here, 10 a.m. You can see where you took out this high. Let me make this black. All right. So we took out this internal high, 10 a.m. opened. We already basically took out drawn liquidity, so from here on out, I'm looking for shorts. Because you got to ask yourself, where is price delivering from, right? We already took out this high, and we are currently going to be delivering from a bearish PD array, which is a 1 hour fair value gap. All right. So what I was looking for, or what I would look for, is bearish confluences or a bearish setup to continue lower. All right, right here. This was the setup I seen, and I thought was perfect. All right, all right. I don't know why, but for a second my trading view was lagging. But we got a 1 minute bearish rejection block entry trigger after tapping 10 a.m. key open, respecting this 1 minute BPR. We got our manipulation in, delivering from a bearish 1 hour fair value gap after sweeping a high time frame internal high, continuing bearish trend, right? So this is a perfect narrative behind 10 a.m. key open with a 1 minute entry trigger, right? And what you could do is set your limit at the 10 a.m. key open or base of the rejection block, 15 point stop, or you could just set it at this high. And you do 15 points to cover the CE of the rejection block because the CE is always the most sensitive part. And you can target a internal low, or yeah, internal low, or you could just target, you know, whatever. That makes sense. But we continue and we get, you would have gotten tapped right here and price would have played out, as you can see. A lot of people actually took this trade. I know a lot of people actually took this trade rather than trying to take longs. But there were a couple people that actually tried to take longs off the 10 a.m. key open, just limiting it without any reasoning behind their entry, right? But I just wanted to give you guys an example of how to give narrative behind your key opens and entry triggers, and yeah, that's how I use it. Um, it's not gonna present itself every single time. I will say that. Usually I only take 1 to 2 trades every week using 10 a.m. key opens. Because most of the time they don't really give a setup. So don't expect a setup every single day. All right, that'll just help your win rate a lot. Don't force a trade. Don't try to look for reasonings to take a trade that day. If you see a setup and there's no reason to not take it, then yeah, go for it, you know. But don't try to force anything. All right. Thank you.